housing markets and banks continued to hemorrhage, only one of the big shorts refused to sell, Mark Baum. So it was beyond perfect when he was asked to speak at a conference opposite Bruce Miller, a famous bullish investor. After he and Mark had their debate, Alan Greenspan, one of the architects of the whole crisis, was scheduled to speak. Everyone in Mark's office showed up, even invited friends. This was the Ali versus Foreman of the financial world, the realists versus the fools. And if it seems almost too perfect, trust me, this happened.
Welcome, everyone. Please give a generous welcome to Mr. Bruce Miller and Mark Baum.
Strap yourself in.
So as some of you may know, Bear Stearns has just received a loan from J.P. Morgan. Of course, we're going to have to wait and see how the markets react, but that should lay to rest any concerns about the bank's health.
No, I take it you have no plans to sell your $200 million in Bear stock?
No, as a matter of fact, when we're done here, I'll probably go out and buy some more.
For the opposing view, Mr. Baum.
I gotta stand for this. Okay, hi. My firm's thesis is pretty simple. Wall Street took a good idea, Louis Ranieri's mortgage bond, and turned it into an atomic bomb of fraud and stupidity that's on its way to decimating the world economy.
How do you really feel?
I'm glad you still have a sense of humor. I wouldn't if I were you. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I have no problem telling someone they're wrong. It's my passion. But for the first time in my life, it's not so enjoyable. We live in an era of fraud in America, not just in banking, but in government, education, religion, food, even baseball. What bothers me isn't that fraud is not nice or that fraud is mean. It's that for 15,000 years, fraud and short-sighted thinking have never ever worked. Not once.
Jesus, we're at
37.
We're at 37.
People get caught. Things go
It's fucking
south.
plummeting, man. It's fucking plummeting.
When the hell did we forget all that? I thought we were better than this. I really did. And the fact that we're not doesn't make me feel all right and superior. It makes me feel sad.
Every time I fucking hit refresh, it's dropping, man. It always goes down.
And as fun as it is to watch pompous, dumb Wall Streeters be wildly wrong, and you are wrong, sir, I just know that at the end of the day, average people are going to be the ones that are going to have to pay for all of this. Because they always,
32?
always do.
It's 32.
Yeah, it's fucking tanked, man.
That's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Drop a deuce at Deutsche.
Does our bull have a response?
Only that in the entire history of Wall Street, no investment bank has ever failed unless caught in criminal activities. So, yes, I stand by my Bear Stearns optimism.
Mr. Miller, I'm sorry, quick question. From the time you guys started talking, Bear Stearns stock has fallen more than 38%. Would you still buy more?
Yeah, sure. Of course I'd buy more. Why not?
Boom.
Jesus Christ.
That concludes the first part of our presentation. Up next, we have the legendary former chairman of the Fed, Alan Greenspan. Folks.
Brothers today as the Wall Street giant stock went to zero. The collapse of the venerable New York bank follows a tumultuous few months of market volatility and fear in the world economy.
Paulson and Bernanke just left the White House. There's going to be a bailout.
Well, they had to. Right? I mean, paper markets would have
They
collapsed.
knew.
Cash would have stopped coming out of ATMs. They had to backstop this.
They knew the taxpayers would bail them out. They weren't being stupid. They just didn't care.
Yeah, because they're fucking crooks. But at least we're going to see some of them go to jail. Right? I mean, they're going to have to break up the banks. I mean, the party's over.
I don't know. I have a feeling that in a few years, people are going to be doing what they always do when the economy tanks. They will be blaming immigrants and poor people.
But Mark was wrong. In the years that followed, hundreds of bankers and rating agencies executives went to jail. The SEC was completely overhauled, and Congress had no choice but to break up the big banks and regulate the mortgage and derivatives industries. Just kidding. Banks took the money the American people gave them and they used it to pay themselves huge bonuses and lobby the Congress to kill big reform. And then they blamed immigrants and poor people. And this time, even teachers. And when all was said and done, only one single banker went to jail. This poor schmuck, Kareem Sarah-Geldon from Credit Suisse. He hit a few billion in mortgage bond losses, something most of the big banks did on a good day during the crisis.
You'll clear 200 mil, Mark.
You know, once we sell, we'll be just like the rest of them. You know that.
No, we're not. We're not the bad guys here. We didn't defraud the American people and prey on their dreams of owning a home. Right? They did. Now we get to kick them in the teeth.
$1 billion.
That's right. But we got to close out our position or it could be zero. I mean, it's now or never, Mark.
Okay. Sell it all.